Hey, what's up, my people? How you doing? My name is Dalton, and this is my channel. Now, this is gonna be one of my story times, but this is also about the sad state that the world is in right now. Okay, before I start, I ask you to give this video, any of my videos you like, a thumbs up. Check out my playlist. Check out my podcast I got going on. All right. Now, I went to the store, minding my own business, right? And I was going to get like a Black and Mild. If you don't know what Black and Mild is like a mini cigar, like that. That's a mini cigar, okay? And every once in a while, I like me a Black and Mild or a mini cigar. So I go up there, minding my own business, and first time this happened, it was an old man, and he looks at me, and he looks at what I'm buying, and he goes, "Man, I tell you what, back in the day, y'all young people, y'all gotta roll it up with this and roll stuff up with that. We just used to roll it up with some paper and smoke it." And he was like, "Yeah, we didn't have to have no fancy cigars to put our weed in, you know." And I'm looking at this guy like, first of all, I'm wondering, what are you fishing for? You know? You know? What information are you fishing for? And second, I don't mess around with weed. I don't mess around with drugs. So I'm just looking at him. I started to say something, I get what I want, and I walk on out, right? So a couple days ago, picked me up a couple Black and Milds. I'm standing in line, minding my business. Over here at BP's, that's a service station. Picked me up a couple Black and Milds and some shows, right? And this woman looks at me, and I think it was on a Friday. She looks at me and she goes, "Somebody's about to have a really good time this weekend. Look at all that. You already know what he's gonna be doing." You know, to me in my face, right? And I looked at her. I didn't know who she was talking to, and I looked at her, and she was looking at me, and I said, "Oh, no. I said, when I buy mini cigars, like Black and Mild or anything like that, I buy it actually to smoke the cigar. I don't mess around with anything else." And then she looked at me like I was lying, like, "Oh, right." You know, and the sad state of the world is the more you tell someone the truth, the more they think you're lying. And the reason for that is that we've been lied to so much, and we still get lied to so much. And we get this misinformation, whether it's from YouTube or around the world or someone playing a game to stay in power or whatever, that we can't even believe, you know, the truth. Now, and she was getting the truth from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Me, you know? And it's like the more I was telling her the truth, the more she was thinking I was just really lying, which is sad. It's sad. People will believe anybody except for the person that they're talking about. You know, it's coming from the person that they're talking about, and they don't want to believe that person because they've been lied to so much. And that's the sad state of the world. I'm going to give you another example. When I was younger, I had some enemies, and they were trying to tell someone they were jealous of me because I used to be locally popular, right? and they were trying to tell someone I was gay, and I was like, because they didn't want this girl, to hit on me. I found that out later, because she actually told me. And she came up to me and asked me eventually, and I told her straight, "Nah, I'm straight." I said, I don't have anything against gay people. Each to his own. As long as you ain't trying to hurt no one, each to his own. Okay. And and I told her the truth. And the more I was telling her, she got it straight from the horse's mouth. The more she was acting like, I don't know. Yeah, right. You trying to cover, And I'm like, first of all, I'm saying to myself, first of all, you're not even on my radar. You're not my type. Okay. So, I'm not trying to dip my all stick into you to test to see if you need something. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, dude. But that's the state of the world we live in. People will believe anybody except for the very person that they're talking about. And mainly because of past history just being lied to. And even like today, what's going on in the world today, People don't know really what to believe. So much misinformation, so many people saying stuff that's not true that, they're totally lost. And also I heard about Asmongold getting sued, and I was like, don't have really too much against the guy. I don't like his when he gets overly super fanatically hardcore, like right wing. But most of all, he seemed like a pretty cool guy, because I used to live in Texas myself, But sometimes he gets us really energized, and I figured eventually, especially as popular as he is, that he would eventually get sued. I saw that coming, But I guess that's part of the media game, ain't it? All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Stay safe. Peace.